everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Julian and I'm a polymer clay artist. Spoilers for those who haven't seen it, but for this video I'll be making a figurine from the best Zelda cutscene ever, in my opinion at least, Ganondorf Rauru from Tears of the Kingdom. I'm starting off with the armature of our two characters. I've printed out a reference sheet of how big I want them to be, so I can be specific with the armature using a marker. I use masking tape and a thinner wire to secure them together, so I can easily bend them according to the poses that I'm going for. To save some clay and make the figurine a little bit lighter, I bulked up the bodies with aluminum foil and used masking tape again to secure it. I've rolled out some clay strips in the color of Ganondorf's body, made sure to have a reference sheet open, and just started sculpting. I also search for muscular drawing references online so I can sculpt the muscles accurately. I used these dotting tools to carve out the lava-ish melting skin on Ganondorf's torso. I'll be filling them up with red clay later. For his legs, I used scrap clay to bulk them out so I can save some fresh clay. I'm gonna be covering most of his lower body with black anyway, so any color will do. As always, I pre-bake my sculpts to kinda like save my progress so I can hold them without squishing the details I just made. I added more clay for the back muscles after. Now I'm sculpting the hands. I'm gonna be adding the nails later so I don't accidentally break them while sculpting. I've attached the arms and hands to the main body, then it's time to sculpt the face. I don't have much to say on this part, but what I did is just add a little bit of clay at a time until I'm happy with how it looks. He looks so creepy right now, but that's what we're looking for, so it's all good. Next is the molten lava-like trousers that Ganondorf has. I would love me some detailed outfit references right now, but sadly, I had to just eyeball where most of the pleats would go and whatnot. I used black clay for the most part, but I will be dry brushing some red onto his pants later on. I attached his head before baking the figurine a second time. I'll be using these same dotting tools for the lava-like elements of his outfit, and I'm just placing them where I think they look good. After that, I added his accessories, which I also didn't have much of a reference of, so as long as it looks right, that's fine with me. Then I added the wavy red hair one strip at a time before adding the face accessories and horns, which I forgot to film, so you'll just have to see the final look later. A little break from sculpting, but my Tears of the Kingdom Collector's Edition has arrived, which I bought mostly for this fantastic art book. Unfortunately, it didn't have Ganondorf's reference sheet, but it had Rauru, so I'm basing him off of this official reference. It's pretty much the same process with how I sculpted Ganondorf, and I mostly guessed the shape of his body since most of it is very covered in the references. Here I also sculpted his face manually, which kind of resembles that of a goat, so you best believe I had a reference of that too. Rauru's outfit is a little more straightforward, but boy did he have a lot of little zonai accessories and patterns, so I had to sculpt them one by one, bake them, and attach them to his body after. also sculpted his hands and attached them to his arms. I always had Ganondorf near me so I can test how they would look good together, and then I added more accessories to his arms and chest. Next, I attached his ears and then his hair, which are like soft sectioned waves. And boy does he have a lot of hair, so again, to save some clay, I used some more aluminum foil to bulk it up and added the blobs of hair on top. Lastly, I added his horns and ear accessories, and we're done with Rauru. I wanted to add the red light that's like coming out of Ganondorf's body, so I decided to make that using UV resin and cured them. These will be added later for the final touches. Now we'll make the base of the figurines. I asked my dad to cut up some spare plywood for me and add a little bit of platform, but it's still too shallow for the figurine, so I added some epoxy clay on top. Once that's cured, I covered the entire thing with this peanut butter-like texture paste that I used in my previous projects. The color doesn't matter here since I'll be spray painting it all with gray later. For the neon green spiral light that comes out of Rauru's back, and it kinda represents his power, I took some thin aluminum wire and a mesh cloth and just loosely covered the wire with it. I'm also gonna be spray painting it with a neon green later. The last thing I wanted to add to Ganondorf is the red color on the high points of his lava outfit. I'm just gonna dry brush it until I'm happy with the opacity of the paint. It's time to assemble everything. The spiral light thing and the base are both spray painted, and I drilled 2 holes in the base for our 2 characters and just put everything together. I added the final touches and it's finally complete. As always, thank you to my patrons for the support you've given me so far, and I'm so happy I get to make content like this for you, and you're all amazing and I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for watching and have a great day!